trend, so you can keep on linking and connecting with the best. They call me Zaga Pondraga alongside the man like himself. Yes, I.
At DJ Sweet K.
Yes, I. And we have been able to play Music Lover and Babylon Bridge is burning down. Yes, I. Emeterians featuring Kimani Mali. And finally, we all the way from Spain, Nairobi, Kenya to Spain, we have the one and only Emeterians on board. Will be able to link up and connect. So finally, kindly Emeterians, get to take the time and talk to your people from Nairobi, Kenya. How you doing, Emeterians? Yes, I.
It's a blessing to be. It's a blessing to be connecting with all the people in Kenya, Africa. To Ayana, it's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much for having us in your program.
Bless and love to everyone.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
We're from Madrid, from Spain, connecting directly to Mama Africa, Nairobi, Kenya. Thanks, Reggae Iration show. It's an honor.
Yeah. So, first thing first, I would love you people to kindly introduce yourself with all the relation included, you know?
Hi, people, family. This is Brother Wildman from the Emeterians.
Blessings. This is Sister Mary Jane from the Emeterians. We are a vocal trio, a reggae band from Madrid, Spain.
Greetings, everyone. This is Magalion, and I'm Mary Jane's brother. And Mary Jane and Wildman are also married, so they're a couple, so it's a family thing.
Yes, I. Shout out to yourselves, Brother Wildman, Magalion, and Sister Mary Jane. So, first thing first, one of the fans is very inquisitive and would love to know, are you people related? Are you siblings? Or are you just linked with music?
It is a family thing, man. So I myself, I'm in the middle. So I've got here Magalion, he's my blood brother.
Yes.
And on my left side, I got my brother Wildman, he's my king. So we married. So yes, it's all about family, man. We're really, really united together.
We
Strong
are one.
bond.
We are one.
True to that. Maximum larger respect, bless up to the fullest. So when did you begin music? How is your journey? We have to appreciate the history to understand the future. We have to understand the story to get the glory. So when did you begin music and how has been the journey? Brother Wildman.
Well, our story together as Emeterians started in 2004.
Yes.
All right. So my sister and I, we've been singing since we were little. And then we met Brother Wildman at the park, just in the neighborhood. And we came up with the idea of building a band with that roots vibe that we were missing. And it came a reality, you know, and 17 years after, with 7 albums, we're still here, stronger than ever. And, you know, feeling blessed for everything that's happened in this wonderful journey.
So 7 albums in, how has been the journey? Being that... and why reggae? Being that Spain, it's not known that much for reggae. So, how has been the journey and why reggae? Why Emeterians with the reggae banner all the way to the global market?
Because reggae music is a kind of music, and it's got the kind of message that hit the three of us individually in kind of the same way, and it made us connect. And just out of love of reggae music. We love it so much. We always did. And since we, especially them, have been trained in music since they were little, they've always been musical.
Yeah.
We decided to try and form a reggae band and try and make our own reggae music, see if we could make it sound like the music that we love. That's how we started.
Yeah. When good music hits you, you feel no pain, and we can surely see from all those many compilations. So, do you people have specific roles for each and every member of yours, or do you just take every role for the trio and all that? Do you have specific roles? Do you have a specific producer and all that?
Well, the specific producer here is Magalayan, especially in the last album. He's been the producer, the composer, the mixer, the everything together. But it's a reality that we always try to spread a little bit between the three of us, our responsibilities within music, and especially we respect looking at the composition of a music. Like we always respect our time, you know, like maybe Wildman starts with an idea, but then he says, now you, Sister Mary Jane, you continue. And then Magalayan does the third verse. So it's really balanced, I think, all the time.
But more or less, you would have me a little bit more on production, Mary a little bit more on the harmonies, and Wildman a little bit more on the lyrics and on the first, choruses and all of that. So basically, we all balance each other. But we do have like a specialty, each one of us, But we still try to balance it up and everything. And right now it's all self-production, do it yourself. We manage ourselves. We have our own label. We build our own music. So, we try to do it ourselves as much as we can.
What's the name of the label, kindly?
It's Emeterians Records.
Emeterians Records, right? Nice. And I've been able to go through some of your songs, like Jawak's Music Lover and all that. And you can feel that there's some exquisite taste of different samples from 808 to classics to rock. How would you describe your music? How would you describe your music and who are the main target audience of your music, being that there's some beautiful exquisite samples?
You mean in this last album, or you mean in general?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, in general, from the beginning, we used to hear mostly vocal trios as Abyssinians, Gladiators, Ethiopians, the Wailers, of course. So that's our main influence, and that's what we've been for so many years trying to achieve. Now that we actually feel comfortable with the kind of reggae roots that we're doing, we kind of stepped out of our comfort zone for this last albums especially.
True.
And try to reach maybe younger audience, because we've seen that over the years our main audience has been our generation above, like even our parents and our friends from our parents. They love this kind of music because it's from their generation, their time, and we absolutely love this kind of music. So this album especially, we try to get out of our comfort and zone and try to reach the younger people by doing new sounds. Magalayan can be
mixing, right? Some sampling with skanks, organic percussion, then suddenly 808s with the bass line. On some songs you will have like sequence drums. So it's like a mix of styles, we like to experiment a lot when we get to the studio. So in this last album, we were just in lockdown. We couldn't do much else, as in go to other studios or count with other producers or even with lots of musicians, So it basically was up to us, and we worked with what we had, which was already plenty enough and good enough for us to be able to release this last project,
So and because we really feel the need to get this message, especially to the younger generations. They are the ones that are gonna lead the next world. We don't know what's gonna happen after all of this situation, so we really need to get this conscious message to younger minds, because we depend on them, man.
So at the same time, that's good. Actually, it's making sense and it's really taking over on board. So finally, COVID-19 came last year. Everybody was in a delusion space, Everybody was all caught up in all that bad news and all that things. And finally, we have Lockdown Project. Could you kindly tell us something about how did the project come about and what is the storyline and everything?
Well, the Lockdown Project is a project that here in Spain, we've been like 75 days in complete lockdown. We couldn't leave the home. We could only leave the home if you had a job or something really essential to go and pursue, but you shouldn't leave the home. And we spent 75 days in complete lockdown. And it was like during the summer of 2020 that the restrictions started to calm down a little bit. And we could, for example, go to another home and gather some friends in a home. Still no night performances, no nightclubs, but we could still gather in a house.
Yeah.
So our friend and producer Cosmetea, he flew from London, as he always does, back home for the summer.
Yeah.
And he said, guys, why, now that we can gather, why don't we lock down ourselves in the mountain for 1 week, like a musical lockdown, and we just create and build as many rhythms as we can, and we try to make a lockdown project, an album. And that's what we did.
So I understand it's a compilation of 10 tracks, beginning from Our Story. Could you just give us a few description about what it took to make all those songs in terms of the music now, straight to the music from Our Story, the first tune. What inspired that track to the last bit of the last track?
Well, maybe I can start with Our Story and then you take over for the rest.
Yeah.
Our Story, actually, it was a rhythm that myself, I wasn't very inspired about that rhythm.
Okay.
So I once got into the studio and my brothers were already working on that rhythm. And I said, man, I just I just walked in and I said, I told you this rhythm, I wasn't too inspired. But then I stopped and listened to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And the chorus they recorded was actually explaining that we are 3 different people, although we are one. We still have our own opinions and everything. And the chorus just said that. And it said, okay, we are 3 different people, but still we are on the same way. And still we will always be together no matter what.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're happier, sometimes you're sadder, sometimes you like one thing and you don't like the other. We don't have to agree in everything. So it got me really hard, and now it's one of my favorite songs, Our Story. And it tells a bit about our own story in this reggae music life.
So
it's a lifestyle, actually.
Yeah. Makes sense. Actually, I too love Our Story very much because I think you're talking about your story being in UK rather than being from the country that you are, and just giving out the all details and information, and it's just so super beautiful. So who are some of the producers who have been used in the Lockdown project? Is it just Maga Lion, or do we have other people also coming on board? Yeah,
I mean, on the production side, you will have
the production
me
side
slightly more with more opinions, but it was produced by the 3 of us and Cosmetea. All right, so no more producers there, no more inputs. It was just the 4 of us. And then on one of the songs, on Be Careful, we had our full band working on the song. All right.
Yeah.
So out of the 10 tracks, there is 1 track that also has the input of all 5 of our Forward Ever band members.
Okay.
And then there are 3 tracks that we called our guitar player, Javier Martin Boix, and we asked him to just do his magic on those songs, So there's an input from Javier on 3 songs and from our band in Be Careful. And then the rest of them is just really the 4 of us.
Yeah. And talking about Cosmedea, it seems like you've been working on so many projects with him. How did you people come about to just being able to just incorporate Cosmedea in part and parcel of your production and everything? Because you have Olipa tracks that you have been able to feature him in the production side of things.
Well, Cosmedea is always been a sound man from here, from Madrid. Before coming to London, we had met him, but we didn't know him that much, actually. Okay. And then we moved to London, and we spent the first 2 years just working on restaurants to be able to pay the rent. Yeah. And we actually did very little music and very little performances, and we couldn't do anything together because our schedules were so different. But then 2 years after, Cosmedea came to London, and he asked us if he could come to our house. True. And we said yes, of course. Yeah. And one day we were riding our bikes, me and him, in Scion Parks, London, and he told me, "Wildman, are you aware that Peking shop is right across the street?" And I said, "Oh, really? Let's go." And he said, "Yeah, let's go and see if he can give us some rhythms and we can do a mixtape or something." Yeah. And we went inside. We talked to Pekins. Cosmedea told him that I was a singer, that I was one member of a vocal trio from Spain. Yeah. And Pekins said, "Oh, really? Are you a singer? Come on, sing." He played a B-side of a Studio One rhythm, and I started singing. And he said, "Okay, let's do an album." And he gave us some rhythms. And next time, when we already had 3 songs, we came with the whole trio. The 3 of us went there with Cosmedea, and we met Pekins a little more. And basically, Cosmedea came to save our lives.
He's such an important member. Right now, he's like the 4th member of the Emeterians, you know?
True
he's
to that.
In every project that has been since The Journey, which was the album in 2016. Yeah. He's there on the co-production as well with Pekings. He was there on the Magic Touch album. He was there on Roots O'Clock album. Yeah. And now he's even present on this Lockdown project because he was there since the first chords that we were doing to the last melody, you know, except for the mixing. He's been in every little tiny part. And he helps us with community management as well. True. He helps us with so many things, man. He's like the 4th member, you know.
He even played some chords of the album. I mean, he even composed some of the tunes.
Yeah. Wow.
The reason of the song "Music Lover." "Music Lover" talks about Cosmedea and how he came into our lives and the way he challenges us
to become better.
Shout out to him and large up to him, big time.
Definitely.
Yeah. So as Zaga says, Zaga, an artist in Jamaica, says that it's a new hail, meaning that things have shifted. Dimensions have been taken to a different spectra, from when we are not wearing masks to right now everybody has a mask, everybody has to practice social distance and everything. So how has been the music journey during this new hail time or COVID-19 times? Do you have concerts? How have you been able to manage from your social media to everything? Did you have any virtual concerts and everything? How has been the going?
Virtual concerts, yeah.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey since the lockdown that you absolutely stop doing everything. Actually, it takes your time to realize what you had and what you want to achieve, no, in the future as well. Yeah. So we were lucky enough to get together and be able to keep on our music production. Yeah. But we really miss being live. So we started this summer doing some lives. It was a weird feeling. People were sitting down, wearing their masks. You know, it's nice. It's live. You can see the people, but you cannot feel it as it was before. Yes, true. You cannot feel that energy. See those smiles. We have a song called "The Power of a Smile," and that really gives us a lot of energy while we're on stage. So we're really missing that. Looking forward, restrictions are getting easy, so we really hope to start doing concerts with people near and without masks and standing up and dancing. We've got a few booked for next year already.
Yeah.
And well, looking forward to that.
Makes sense. True to that. At least we can't wait for just you people to just get back to the concerts as much as possible. And at the same time, do you have any concerts that we are to await for, even as the COVID to some point at least things are easing up a bit? Or have you ever been into Africa, or are you even planning to come to Africa to give us a great show as Emeterians? Yes.
We are always planning on going to Africa.
We love
The situation hasn't been easy, so
do you have a day?
We don't have a date now to go.
Yeah.
We wish, man, but I will let you know that the last thing we did before COVID was going to Africa. We spent a couple of weeks in Egypt.
Yes.
Just traveling around and getting that energy, you know.
And it was enlightening.
Absolutely.
True
so
to that.
Hopefully it's going to be in our next plans, of course. You know, right now, the only time we've grabbed an airplane was like last weekend to Italy.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of process and measures and this and that to get there. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know how it is. I know, for example, that to the UK, it's very hard for us to go to the UK. So it's just a matter of checking out how hard it is to go to and to which place, you know. But hopefully, I mean, we feel the call. We need to go there to Mama Africa.
Yeah. You people need to. It's a good thing and it's a good look. And at the same time, as we wrap it up for the first lane, we realize that at the same time you have a different kind of taste when it comes to collabos. Starting from the former member of Ranging Fire, Kumar, to just others who are doing collabo with you people. How do you people come about to make a collabo with someone, to make a collaboration with the musician? And we will be blessed enough to have even one collaboration very soon with from Kenya or from Africa as a general?
Yeah, it would be great. It would be an honor.
Definitely.
True.
We try and collaborate with artists we really like, with artists we really rate, whose music we love.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't.
Yeah.
And in the case of Kumar, it was really all thanks to him, because we had another collaboration in mind, which in the last minute couldn't be.
Yeah.
And we try and reach out to Kumar and say, thank you. I mean, brother, could you do this? We've got a 3 days deadline. I know this is very rushed, and he did it in 24 hours, and it was banging. And I think we can do anything but say thank you, you know.
Either way, sorry, I have to say that usually the collaborations we had so far, in any of our CDs, albums, has been artists that we really connect and we're very inspired, but we actually have met them. So we had the chance to be together, to know each other, to get the vibe, and then do the song. Kumar has been an exception on this COVID situation that we thanks to technology, it's got some good things that we can actually get closer to an artist.
Yeah.
But we have to say that the other collaborations, even the Marley one, Stephen Marley.
Yeah, we have Kimani Marley.
Sorry.
Yes.
We actually met him and had the chance to get the vibe. You know, it's another thing.
Well, with Kumar we met in the past, but we were not together when we built the tune.
True.
But we do have a nice friendship with him.
Yeah, true to that. Chemistry is an important thing for any collaboration, just to make it a big hit like yours. Back to the studios, we also have our good super DJ who has been playing your music and he loves your music mad. kindly talk to your people, Rastaman.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm DJ Sitke. Thank you for being with us. How can we get your music worldwide? Like, I'm in Africa, I'm in Kenya, but we have other DJs in Uganda, DJs in Australia. How can we get access to your music?
All right, I would say that we put a lot of effort so that it reaches everywhere. All right, so at least 5 of our 7 albums, or I would say, well, at least 4 of the albums are in every digital platform that exists. All right, so if you don't have access to or iTunes or Spotify or one of those, you can get them on YouTube. I would say more or less you get access to YouTube more or less everywhere, right? So
True.
maybe you have SoundCloud, you have our website as well. You can download some of the projects for free. You can also participate and collaborate if you want to get the physical CD. But I know that, as a matter of fact, we don't have physical CDs as in shops in Africa. I know we wish, all right?
Yeah.
Our CDs are just in right now. Most of them have already run out. And if you find one, it's going to be like a second-handed in Europe or in US. I know that in the rest of the world, I know that Japan, for example, they are selling it like for $60 and stuff like that, which is crazy, you know, one of our albums.
Wow.
So one of our albums reached Japan, blah, blah, and they're like, I don't know. So it's positive. And I encourage people to just check our website, which is Emeterians.com, and you will have all the information there, and you will have access to the YouTube as well. And well, if you got Instagram or Facebook or whatever platform you're using, you can also check us out. We're also uploading constantly acoustic videos, sing-alongs, just to, you know, connect with people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Now that you are the 3 of you, you are already a big family. I wish to expand your family so you can take me as your DJ, take me to Spain. Let's do this thing, man. Okay, great. Frank Zaga.
Before that, beautiful parting shots from Maga Lion, Sister Mary Jane, and Brother Wildman. I would just love to know, do you know any Swahili words so far? Being that Swahili is the fundamental, it's the fundamental language in East Africa.
Language.
Do you know of any Kiswahili word?
Not yet, man. We know how to say.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say it first to see if you understand. Antfakar
Yeah.
is one love, and we know that because we have it tattooed in Amharic.
Which one? What's the word? Pardon?
But it's Amharic. It's Antfakar,
It's
and
Amharic.
and it means one love.
One
But
love.
Swahili not yet, man. We will really wish we could learn proper. You know.
Well, as well, I bet you should know greetings the same way we have greetings. I think you should know what greetings is in Kiswahili. It's called jambo.
Jambo. Beautiful word.
Jambo.
Jambo, everyone.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So when you come to Kenya, and for the Kenyan people, how you greet them, you say Jambo Kenya.
Jambo Kenya. Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sounds so powerful.
Never forget.
Yeah. Any fun fact that you should know, something that it's outside the box that people don't know about Emeterians or each one of you?
Out of the books, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you something about myself out of the books.
Yeah.
I will be 40 next Tuesday in 2 days' time.
Wow. Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you, brother.
What about you, Sister Mary Jane? Any fun fact or anything we need to know?
Can't think about anything right now. You caught me totally unexpected.
Yeah. A Rasta person always has to be ready.
I could say, I don't know, just one thing about myself. I mean, I live music and I love teaching music. So I'm a music teacher as well.
True.
And I love children, and I see the power of music that has on children.
True.
So I encourage everyone to, you don't need to dedicate to that, but just be surrounded of good music around kids, because they observe absolutely everything.
Yeah. Consequently, to Wildman, what about yourself?
Oof. Nice. I don't know. Let's say if you take me to the beach,
Yes.
I will go into the water and you will never see me again.
Wow. We have that thing in common. Both of us are not good swimmers. Finally,
No, I am a good swimmer. I love the water so much that I will spend all the time in the water.
wow, okay. Really?
But I love the water.
So, as we get to wrap up the interview, any parting shots that you have to tell to the African people and to the Emeterians fans worldwide? Any parting shots that you have to talk about? Let's begin with Maga Lion. Yes, I.
Thank you, brother. I would say to have faith, you know.
True.
It's really hard times, one of the toughest times we've possibly been through.
Yeah.
And try to keep that faith, you know, because better times will come, hopefully.
Yeah. We should keep on the faith.
I would say as well to stay true to yourself. I mean, one good thing we can take about this whole dark situation we've been through is that you get to know yourself better. So there's so much information all around. I mean, society and government and internet and everything, that you really have to believe what you feel, because they will always try to get your attention with many things in your head to mess you up. So just be truthful to what you feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way you find the righteous way, and be an example as well. Whatever you see, whatever you want to see or want to hear or want to be yourself. Be that way, because that's the way you set example.
True to that. Love and light. We duly appreciate. Finally, Wildman, you've been silent. Rastaman, talk to us.
Well, the only thing we can say to Africa, to Mama Africa, is thank you. You know, thank you for all the culture. Thank you for being the origin of everything known to man. Thank you for being the greatest continent. Thank you for all the wisdom, every piece of culture, art that's coming out from Africa. It's the origin of everything that we know. It's the origin of music. It's the origin of mankind. It's the origin of philosophy. It's the origin of medicine. It's the origin of everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, duly appreciated, duly appreciated too. Your music amplifies love so much in abundance. It shows how we need to just create world peace, and at the same time, you people are putting on a lot of so much work. Having 7 albums, it's no joke, it's not easy, but you people are doing it. You did it, and you're still keeping on. So we duly appreciate. We duly celebrate you, and here with my DJ, before he just gets to talk to you people and tell you the next song that is going to play for you people, we just want to give you a rebel salute and just an appreciation for everything that you're doing. Olipa love in abundance, Yes, I.
Thanks, Aya.
Yes. True to that. Let's now get to listen. Be careful. Love and light. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, brethren.